Hi Scorpio. Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Rising, and Scorpio Moon. Welcome to your Tarot Video Scope for June 2018 by Ama. Thank you for being here. Thank you for visiting my channel. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. If you are new, welcome to you. Always remember to listen for your rising sign and your moon sign as well, because those are equally as important as your sun sign. Don't forget to subscribe. It means a lot to me. If you'd like to know more, I have already uploaded a whole new video for you for your sign with 2 more additional cards from different tarot decks with additional information. For those of you who are interested for download and purchase, the link is down here below in the show more description box. If you'd like to have a private personal consultation, email me at amalightworker@gmail.com or visit my website amalightworker.com, and again down here below in the show more description box you are going to find all of my contact information. For this reading today, and a reminder, when you subscribe, make sure that you also turn on the little bell icon, that's the notification bar, because it will notify you when I upload special videos like this one, the monthly videos, and it will also notify you when I do a live streaming. And I will be doing a live streaming, a live Akashic reading during the mid-month of June 2018 for each and every sign of the zodiac, including yours. So make sure that you tune in and make sure that the notification bar is on. This way you will be notified. For this reading today, I did open 3 cards, and the general feelings that I am picking up for the sign of Scorpio have to deal with the karmic wheel of your fortune is shifting in a different direction, in a positive direction. There's going to be some concerns around involving either a person, another person, or involving money, or involving both another person and money. I keep getting a lot of learning, teaching, exchange of information. This could also be like the beginning of some spiritual endeavor, spiritual maturity, moments of epiphany. So being reborn in a way that maybe, or some sort of a re-energizing of your life, your emotions, in a way that maybe you haven't experienced before. So now allow me to break this down one by one. The first card that wanted to show up is the Wheel of Fortune, and I did get this card also for other signs as well. I will tell you the meaning of the card first, and I will tune in psychically to hear what my guides have to say about this card. Why is it that it did show up in your reading? To me, it means the karmic wheel of your fortune is shifting and changing the direction where you thought you were going for the better. It also means sudden, new, unexpected developments, important news, important information, and sometimes it may also represent a conflict of interest. So that's the meaning of the card. Now allow me to tune in so I can hear psychically what does it mean for you. They are showing me like your life happening in like a circle of events. So you have already gone through the first circle of events, and now it's like another circle of events is going to be happening, and energetically is going to make you feel exactly like maybe how you felt 3 years ago for some of you, or up to 7 years ago. There's some similarities in the way how some opportunities just show up in your life, but there's also similarities in the way of how you feel. You may have to do a lot of going within, introspection, reevaluating what your life has been, what you have to overcome, how many struggles you had to overcome, and how is your life right now. There is a sense that for some of you, you may be questioning again in some ways, um, what's your power, what's your destiny, what's your goal in life, what is your mission in life, what's your life's purpose. And because it does feel like the very moment when you feel that you finally understood your life's mission or your purpose, you may just have a moment of going back a step, thinking, rethinking, doubting your choice before you are able to fully move on forward in a steady and grounded way. There could be situations that maybe they're not as complicated, but there could be some misunderstanding, and later you may find out that it wasn't as big or it was nothing, but you may be dealing here with some information, some exaggeration of a situation. This could be false information or information that you interpreted in the wrong way. This could be coming to you through emails, people, notifications, something that you may be hearing on TV even, maybe. For many of you, they are telling me that this is time for you to rebuild. To rebuild your emotional home, because you have been going through a lot. For some of you, you have particular events that don't happen so often, and you really had to show a lot of tenacity to overcome it. I am a Scorpio rising, so for me personally, for example, I had a devastating fire that burned down the whole entire building where my apartment was located. It burned down all of my apartment and all of my belongings. So for other Scorpios, you may have something else particular that you had to overcome, and now it's time for you to rebuild, starting from your emotional home internally. But they're also telling me that for some of you, it's going to be something will happen, like to try to awaken you from your sleep, to draw your attention to something that you need to focus right now. And it may just be related to information, news, but it may also be related to it could also be related to money. So it could be about news related to money and finances. So for some of you, you really need like a wake up call. I do feel that either you may have a tendency to have a very sharp tongue in June, so please be careful with that. There's a lot of planetary movements that are not in favor of that. So you may have a tendency to have a very sharp tongue. Use it carefully. Be careful with your words. But you may also be a little bit like hurt or even confused by other people and how they talk to you. Please be careful with anyone who is in a position of authority, a boss, or if you're dealing with an office or a financial institution. So anyone who is in a position of power, you need to watch your reaction to what they're saying, how they're addressing to you. Be careful. But particularly even around people who again, their words is like a sharp tongue. Be careful with your words. I keep getting this mixed feeling, even though the card itself is very good, but I keep getting a mixed feeling around. There's people who praise you and uplift you and they try to help you, but there's also people who, again, they have that sharp tongue, and it does feel that maybe you try not to show it and not to let them know that they got to you. But you could be hurt and you could be like, what was that all about? Or so they're going to give you a lot to think about. It's totally up to you. Who do you choose to listen? The good comments or the bad comments? Who do you choose to give your power to? So it's all about your choice. And who do you choose to give all of your power and your energy to? There is some sort of a spiritual awakening for some of you Scorpio. So for some of you it's a wake up call in regards to your finances. For other ones it's a wake up call in regards to why do you allow people to take that power away from you? You know, do you choose to give power to people who empower you or to people who take power away from you? The spiritual awakening, because I do feel that many Scorpios are naturally gifted with psychic abilities, and psychic abilities may show up in different forms, like you may hear the guides, or you may get visions, or you may get messages in your dreams. So it's different for everybody. I do feel that they are drawing my particular attention to the healing. If you are a Scorpio, sun, rising, or moon, and particularly if you have some sort of a spirituality based business or a hobby or an interest, they are saying that you need to focus more on the healing modalities, and you also need to heal yourself. Healing yourself is an important component, and it does show up for all of you Scorpios. Focus on any kind of healing that you may need: energetic, spiritual, emotional. Your body needs to heal, your mind needs to heal, because I do feel that you have, in some ways, because you had these old ideas, in some ways you did limit yourself, and now it's time for you to break your own barriers, to break these old ideas. You are going to be inspired with new ideas. You're going to feel more innovative, more creative, innovative ideas. To you, they're going to feel like your own ideas, okay? But it is your guides and your angels around you intervening and giving you these ideas, but to you they're going to feel like your own. So see where you need healing in your life. Is it a relationship? Even money may need healing, or you may need to focus on addressing some important financial matters. Anywhere where you need healing in your life, anywhere where you feel that that area of your life needs a boost, focus on that. Anything that you choose to put your energy and your focus, that area of life, when you choose to put your energy, will get a boost and will get better and better. The next card that you have the Queen of Pentacles. This Queen of Pentacles may represent a situation in your life, or it may also represent a person in your life. Because this is a general reading, this Queen of Pentacles in your life may be a man or a woman, and it belongs to the sign of Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. This could be their sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. It also means peace, contentment, not lavish, but in peace with material possessions. Someone who finds success in his or her life and happy with what they have. It also means, it represents somebody who's a perfectionist, hard worker. They love outdoors, but they also value family and community. Now let me see, what does this mean for you. For some of you, I feel there is a situation with your landlords. Maybe there's going to be some important communication or some changes. It's between you and a landlord, if you have a landlord, or it could be about involving the neighbors and the landlord. There is something going around. I don't know what this is. It could be some important communication coming to you either from neighbors or the landlord. It may be the case that for some of you Scorpios, you may be in a position when you now get to rent and you could be the landlord. Money could be coming to you through the help and through the influence of this Queen of Pentacles. For some of you, this Queen of Pentacles may be someone who maybe is in your working environment, could be a boss or co-worker, could be a business partner, it could simply be a teacher or a mentor. But I do feel that through his or her influence and help and input, you will be able to generate money. Please be careful with how you spend your money. It doesn't mean that everybody has money worries. Some people don't. Finances are fine. However, nevertheless, they are telling me that you, Scorpio, need to be careful with how you spend your money. So if you don't need to spend your money in anything that you find unnecessary, that you don't need, don't. Be careful around that. But there's also another situation. For some of you Scorpios, you really need to be careful with your boundaries around this Queen of Pentacles, because I do feel that this Queen of Pentacles needs to mind her own business, and that having these healthy boundaries between one another. It may not be advisable for every Scorpio Sun, Moon, or Rising to kind of interfere with this Queen of Pentacles, or allow the interference from this Queen of Pentacles. So for some of you, this seems to be like a very difficult communication or situation with this Queen of Pentacles. So it's all about creating those healthy boundaries. Some people need to make their own choices and their own decisions. If you are not sincere about something, and you may have your own reasons, doesn't have to necessarily be bad reasons, but if you were trying to hide the truth, or you are trying maybe to protect somebody's feeling but not revealing them something, there's going to be a situation where maybe a slip of a tongue, a secret may spill out, or there's going to be a confrontation. So it's very important that you are sincere, because this karmic wheel is going to reward the worthy. And don't be surprised if you weren't fair in a situation, or if you intentionally did something, lying, cheating, deceiving. Don't be surprised if a situation comes around again. It may not necessarily be a new situation, could be a situation from the past, but definitely something will show up for you to consider. The next card that you have is High Priestess. To me, it means waiting, learning, trade, finance, negotiations, public activities, public relations. It also represents someone who knows good and evil and is able to make a decision without being influenced by either parties. Someone to go to if you need help with a decision. It represents a teacher. It represents a teacher, a coach, a mentor. It represents higher education and higher spiritual pursuits. For some of you, I do feel that this is a spiritual mentor. This could be a priest. This could be someone who gives you an insight into spiritual matters. And I do feel that this person has been in your life for a while, and now I do feel that you are able to see and to understand her spiritual teachings, or his spiritual teaching, because this is a general reading. For some of you, you may consider, not for everybody, but for some of you, you may consider going back to the old ways. So if for you the old ways, meaning that you used to be regular in a church, you may go back to that, because that's what helped you in the past. if or whatever your religion is, whatever a house of worship is, you may just go back to that. Because for some of you, I also keep getting reunions with people of an old community that you belong to, some sort of reunion with people from your past. Now for some of you, the opportunity to make money, it could be coming because now you gained this skill, you got trained, or this high priestess gave you her knowledge, so you may now be ready to launch something. You could be launching a website, you could be launching a business. Maybe you're just simply going to feel more mature and wiser, and now you may be feeling like more grounded and ready to make wiser choices. You may also be invited to participate in radio shows, TV shows. Someone may want to interview you. In some ways, I do feel that your name will be mentioned somewhere in a positive way in a social media, or your name could be coming up in a conversation with someone. I do have a feeling that people will be talking about you, but in most cases it's going to be in a positive way. Negotiations, learning. I do feel that there's going to be a deep conversation, either between you and this high priestess, and there's going to be about digging deeper. You may also be having a session with a psychologist, but you're going to get to go deeper. If you get a session like a healing or a reading, it's going to be a very deep and meaningful one. You may have to have uncomfortable but important conversations with people, not necessarily with a high priestess, but it is about the depth and of these conversations. And you may have these deep conversations with different people, like one after another. It may not be in your nature usually to do so, but you may also draw to yourself people who deeply need your insight or your advice. If you are someone who have been working a lot and maybe you need to have more fun and to enjoy a life and to go out to socialize, that could be changing, because I do feel that a lot of you Scorpios are going to make new friends, or you're going to circle in new circles now, like you're going to circle in new social circles now. I do keep getting being happy in some way, and there's going to be some solution or a better understanding to a financial component. You may not get that solution or that understanding about it right away. You may get it maybe in a month, 2 months, or 3 months from now, but there's going to be a solution and a deeper understanding of whatever comes up in terms of your finances. I hope that and for some of you, you may begin giving lessons, workshops, particularly if you are a spiritual teacher or mentor. I hope that this made sense to you. Leave me a comment down here below. Don't forget to check out the whole new reading that I already uploaded for you for download and purchase through Vimeo. The link is down here. Contact me for a private reading. I'm a lightworker@gmail.com. I will see you soon for the mid-June live Akashic reading, live streaming. Thank you so much again. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.